Hello guys, so I just ported my Virtual Boy emulator, which is based upon nothing, to the Funkey. Now previously I also ported it to the RG350 and other ones that are compatible with it, including the RG280V. But now the Funkey presents an interesting challenge because of the screen resolution, but the CPU is more powerful than the Ingenic processors, well, except for the one in the JKD 350H, which is more powerful than the one in the Funkey. So yeah, alright. So this is Wireland Virtual Boy running on the Funkey using my Virtual Boy emulator. Well, it's based on nothing, but I heavily stripped it down, so it's quite small and fast. And it's really hard to play on this Funkey because it's so small, and I don't think I have like huge hands, but yeah, it's it's not ideal. But yeah, you get the idea. Now some people asked me for the red and red and black palette, because I now switched to black and white because it was easier on the eye, but people insisted that I bring it back, so it's not something that I've done yet, but I will consider doing that in the future. But for now it's just black and white, so deal with it. If you press this button, it will act as the menu button, and you can, well, you have access to save state, so let me do just that. We'll go back a little, and then load it back again, and as you can see, well, this might be not a good example. Let's see, yeah, I'm on this block. I will save, then I will go here, there we go, I will load, and as you can see, the save states do work, so which is good. You can also remap the buttons if you feel doing that. I actually forgot if the input mapping was specific to the games or if it's global. I believe it's specific to each game, but I'm not sure about that. So I may need to look into my source code for that, and it is specific per game. So if you have a game that, for example, uses the second D-pad, you can change it to, for example, use the face buttons. And there is actually one game that uses the 2 D-pad, and that's Innsmouth no Yakata. So for this game, it's ideal that you map the second D-pad to these buttons, and you can do so from this menu, and it's nice and compact. But yeah, it's quite standard, it's not fancy or anything, but it does work, and my goal for the emulator was for it to run fast, because emulating the Virtual Boy is quite slow actually. And it still can slow down at times, despite the fact that I profiled it. So yeah, let me know.